in a game that mattered for a while here. What was it like when you found out and when you went in and it didn't seem to stop you from kind of attacking and converting third down?
Yeah, I was. You never know when you never know what's going to come, but I was. You always have a little jitters first time going back all year. So, but I was when we're running the ball the way we were, and then a couple guys made a couple of nice plays on third and extra long. Darnell on that check down, Kenny on that kind of that flare route. So, I mean, 2 defensive touchdowns right when we needed it the most was huge. So, and we ran the ball really well. I barely got touched. So offensive line, hats off to them. It was a lot of fun.
What was the timeline like? Did you know you were going in the game before halftime, after halftime? What was kind of the timeline?
Well, I mean, I saw what you guys saw, which was 8 kind of go down and gingerly a little bit, but I wasn't sure the severity, and I'm still really not sure either. So we talked in the locker room, and he told me he gave me the finger and said, "Hey, you're going," not the bad finger, but the index, and said, "You're going in." And so we, appreciate Arthur Smith and Tom working with me to kind of get to the stuff that I liked in the game plan and tailor it to kind of my favorites. So that's how it went.
Not only did you have that time, but you also had that really long, protracted Bengals drive that had the ejection and all that built into it. Did that allow you guys to talk through some things to the sideline, sort of get your bearings back? Did that aid you in any way?
Yeah, I mean, I think you always want to use the time that you have on the sidelines, and I was sitting right there next to Arthur, and we were going through, just about every category, what I liked, and I sent him my favorite plays each and every week, but we were just kind of talking through what's already been called, and what do you like that's remaining that they haven't seen. So, yeah.
So are you comfortable with Kenny Gainwell, having worked with him maybe a lot? But he had 3 big pass plays.
Yeah, he is. I mean, he I didn't know a whole lot of. I mean, I knew he was a Super Bowl champion last year, and I knew his name, but I didn't know how versatile and how great of a pass catcher he is, and runs the ball extremely hard, like Jalen Warren. But he did a great job today, and the extra effort to get in the end zone on that touchdown pass in the flat was huge.
Based on that first drive, you come in and then you lose Jalen very quickly. What does it say about the offense that you were able to find a way to keep going, score on that drive, which was a big answer for you?
Yeah, I think he came back the next drive, but he was definitely out, which was scary. And I think DK had a couple of catches on that drive over the middle. Kenny again, the flat to the left, and then I think on 3rd and 11 or so was Roman on an outbreaker. So yeah, I think credit to Arthur for putting all those guys in the right spots and having confidence in me to let me throw it.
Mason, how do you feel like you performed? How do you feel like you performed, just generally?
Yeah, we won, and that is the only objective. And I mean, I thought once I settled down a little bit, I had a couple errant ones early, but just tried to get it to our guys. They played a lot of soft one high zone, and so weren't letting a whole lot of stuff go over the middle. So I thought, our run after the catch was huge. I mean, from Darnell running over people on 3rd and 12 or 15 to Kenny, it was a lot of fun.
When you hit those passes that you're describing here to a DK downfield, you mentioned the other ones, including the one that ended up getting flagged back.
Yeah.
Was that where you found, like, all right, I'm here, I'm all right now?
Yeah, I think it usually takes a few completions to get into the flow of the game and find a rhythm. But that big one, the DK would have been nice had it not been overturned. But I was really proud of the way the guys. We had a couple of long, bad penalties backed us up, and we overcame it and got some points on the board.
Coach Tomlin asked him about the comfort of you coming in with your experience here. He emphasized, no doubt, twice, no doubt, yes. What's it like for you? Is there a calmness, the familiarity with everything being here when you do come in? The atmosphere is something here. I guess you have an experience with.
Yeah, it's. I was I really was thankful for the opportunity I had last year in Tennessee to the way things worked out to get a different perspective on football. But coming back here, like you said, yeah, just so much comfortability from the people that you see in the tunnel that work the security, that friendly faces there on the field. Joseph Maroon, one of the doctors, and just it really feels like home, and so many great relationships. So to answer your question, it's an easy. No, I wouldn't say easy, but it's very comfortable to come back in, and you just know everything is. You've won games here, and that gives you confidence.
You
Jason,
guys
I don't know
had
if you
problems
heard it.
converting third downs, but you had 3 of 3 and 11 or longer. What were the keys on those plays?
Well, we had the one to Roman, which credit to Arthur, he was wide open. It was a great schemed up play. They doubled DK deep, and I can't say enough about his selflessness to. He's not a decoy on that play, but he took a lot of. I think he took 3 defenders on that play and cleared it out for Roman. And then the one to Darnell was just, a big dude running somebody over, and Kenny Gainwell. So, protection was incredible all night. I didn't get touched, didn't get sacked. So, it was great.
Aaron, I don't know if you heard.
Last one.
I don't know if you heard it, but there was a pretty big cheer when you came in the game. I'm sure you were thinking about other things right then. But what does that mean and to you and that the score you had?
Yeah, it's I love playing here, and this is where I was drafted, and this is home, and very, very special.
We'll go to Jeff. Sorry, last one, Jeff.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Basically, take us on the sidelines when Darnell stiff arms one guy, goes up under another, and runs another guy over.
Yeah. Talking about the third and long play?
Yeah.
Yeah. Unbelievable. I think he is he's one of the hardest working guys. He's in there sometimes earlier than me on Wednesday, Thursday mornings. Takes care of his body, big time studier, and I think he's hungry. He's like any player in their first contract is to make it to their second, and he's done a great job. But we've got such a deep tight end room from Pat to Jonnu to Connor, doing the quarterback sneak deal like he's done. I think he's 3 for 3 or 4 for 4. But yeah, Darnell adds a different element to it.
Thank you.
What's up, you guys? Yeah.
Go back to your Hawaiian roots.
Yeah. Before I start, I'd just like to say all glory to my Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. Super thankful. I think when he's at the center, life is a lot better and more peaceful. So whenever you guys are ready.
I think that 3 OLB package you guys have been using all year seemed to finally pay off with the pick. You got pressure.
Mm-hmm.
Tell me about that package and the success you had on that play.
Yeah. It's no discredit to anybody in the D-line room or anybody up front. But sometimes they just want a little more speed, I guess, on the field. And we have a deep outside linebacker room. So, Jack's having a great rookie year. That kid plays his butt off, and he's ready whenever his number is called. So today his number is called, and he was able to get out there and run around with us, and we were able to create a lot of pressure out of that package. So it was awesome.
How big of a response game was this for you guys as a unit, knowing what happened against this team a couple weeks ago?
Everybody in the building, we know what we're capable of. We know what we have to do. It's just a matter of going out and doing it. It obviously feels good to get a win, but there's still a lot of work to be done.
Nick, what was so much different this time versus Cincinnati? What did you do so much better?
We just played our game, our brand of football, played Steeler football. We didn't have all the turnovers necessarily that our culture is like, but, we had 2 touchdowns, which is, that's instrumental, huge in the win. And just getting back to our roots, doing what we do, and playing Steeler football.
Your block sprung Duggar, didn't it, for the final? 20
Man, I just try to do my job, man. Try to be the best teammate I could be.
You speak of the impact Duggar has made in just a couple of games with you guys, and Pierre also coming in that type of situation.
Those guys are ballers. JP, BE, Brandon Echols, he a dog too. Duggar a dog. All them boys is dogs. Like, they come in, whenever their number is called, when it's going to be, and they just come in and keep making plays, consistently showing up on film, playing Steeler football. You love to see that, man. Coach C always say the standard is the standard, regardless of who's in the game. Next man up mentality, and I think those guys exemplify that to the highest level.
You Duggar's got a ton of sacks, but did you feel like you were able to impact Flacco and keep him more uncomfortable than he was in the first game?
Yeah, he's a good quarterback. He's been doing it a long time for a reason. You know, he has a good sense of pressure and pocket presence, awareness, gets the ball out quick. He's a heck of a player, so we just try to affect him any way we can.
When TJ planted him and he got the penalty, did you think that shook Flacco? He didn't seem to be sharp the rest of the game.
I mean, TJ's TJ for a reason, you know what I mean? Like, he's the best in the world, so I think knowing that dude's coming after you like that, it probably has a little sense of scarcity in there, but, you know, at the end of the day, it's football, man. You're going to get hit.
Nick, I know you're on the defensive side. What's the comfort level you guys have with having Mason, knowing he's played here, played in the NFL when he had to come into that situation?
Yeah, I love Mason. Like I said, next man up mentality. Mason embodies that. There's a reason why he was drafted here, a reason why we brought him back. You know, Mason's a great dude, great player, you know, and we have no issues with him.
Talk me through the kind of, I don't know, emotional journey there where you think you get them stopped, they're going to punt on 4th down, then there's a fight, Jalen gets ejected, now you got to go back and play defense again, and to be able to end that drive with holding them to a field goal, how important do you think that was there?
Yeah, I mean, Coach C always said we defend every blade of grass, so, you know, no matter what happens, you know, sometimes there's things that's out of our control, and we just have to, you know, play football at the end of the day and do our job.
What was your perspective when all that was going on? Were you in the middle of it, or?
Yeah, just trying to mediate it. But, you know, he's a heck of a player, man, heck of a dude. I'm so glad he's a Steeler. I love that guy. He's a great leader, and I got his back 100%. So whatever happens, happens.
Back with the sack. Is that what you're talking about? You got the sack then?
Regardless, you know, I got back with anything.
Nick, you talked about next man up. For Duggar being here less than a month now, was that kind of the guy you knew you were getting when he came in, or are you impressed with what he's done in his short time here?
I mean, that dude's made a career out of being the next man up mentality. Like, he from Lenore Rain, or you know what I'm saying? Like, to be able to do what he's done and have the career he's had so far, like, that doesn't just happen. You know what I mean? Like, there's work that's put in behind the scenes that people don't see. You know, like, that dude's put in a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to be where he is today. So there's no surprise at all.
Jen, with that last one, was there any indication that, from your perspective, that Jamar Chase spit on Jalen? Could you tell at all from that?
I mean, I don't know. If he did, that's lame.